In some circles of the NPP, some of them believe that the candidate Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia conceded so early. This calculation is on the war drawing board in the inner corridors of the presidency as they prepare to unleash the war birds to stir confusion, leading to anarchy, and ultimately this will lead to the declaration of what he calls states of emergency. This therefore will lead to the Akufo-Addo's government to have to stay in power a while longer, whilst the president-elect would be hanging in balance. President Akufo-Addo, whether Bawumia conceded early or did not, the point is, any further machinations or any schemes or any conspiracy ploy to disturb the political stability of this nation, please, the volcanic eruption will be more than you can bear. Nobody tried for us to raise the flag down. No. Let the flag of Ghana hoist across the global world and at the global stage, because election will be a hunipa. President Adodankwa Akufo-Addo's attempt to hold on to power exposed the frontline Deep Throat's intelligence source, coupled with our Trojan horse, has uncovered a flip-flop, slope, emotional-driven President Adodankwa Akufo-Addo in his last-minute bid to plunge the country into a state of abyss. The American natural said, the frontline show no ensani and nine. Ako peke nieme bia. Eddie Eko baby said, and sure, President-elect John Dramani Mahama may not be sworn in January 7th. Etra anamotuo bi a ekoso. Sa anamotuo ya ekoso yi ene mante ye kaka de yeke. Folks. Na me kwaku me sori am kasa basa o. Se wo ye Ghana ni sabriwe na wo hwe me. Na me fa de say e break kakra me share program ya se besi sabriwe. If you want to put my job to test, and two, if you want to critique my job, a quite also be to critique it. However, may I say and maintain, sir, be no media to a form one, Sadiano and Yading has not come to pass. Or Yenya who says was a ampa, as some of Kukan and a crack. Captain, which one? How many national security reports have I not put on the table? Ni Nana and them. And also, my name is Humrika, Meka, someone any and the Krana. But folks, the Yekediano, Ghana for me say we taking it serious. Now, President Akufo-Addo be hand you over or hand you over. But the more call baby anomakro. This calculation is on the war drawing board in the inner corridors of the presidency as they prepare to unleash the war birds. They prepare to unleash the war birds to stir confusion, leading to anarchy. And ultimately, this will lead to the declaration of what he called states of emergency. This, therefore, will lead to the Akufo-Addo's government would have to stay in power while it would have to stay in power a while longer, whilst the president-elect would be hanging in balance. And folks, I tell you, this is pretty dangerous. Information I am picking it to say, sir, arrangement way, leading to what he calls state of emergency. And Yadebia, and what the drawing board so at the presidency, one more year for rehearsals. See the American year. One more Yahoo rehearsals. Yes. And easy, sir. Rehearsals no more Nana, except they are gauging the space as to whether or not, sir, they should press the state of emergency button or they will not press it. But you cannot also press the state of emergency button easy. There must be what you call the precursor one, or if you like, the precipice. Because without any precipitation, listen to me, Ghanaians, without any precipice, you cannot press the emergency button in this country. Yeah. So in other words, what you call the war beds, who may be unleashed against the backdrop of this state of emergency, are also on standby. Whilst they are also working hard, they are working their ass off to see to it how possible state of emergency will be declared. Yes. Now, state of emergency, so many declare, women declare, a day and a bemo. Now, in some circles of the NPP, some of them believe that the candidates Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia conceded so early. And then you cross to Sana no more. No. So what so that from what they make in the one. Just say NPP Penifone be removed. Said the candidates Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia did something they will tell you said it's politically incorrect. And no one can say. But another school of thought also believes that Bawumia did the right thing. So right now there is no avenue or space for what you call the precursor to any state of emergency. Now, what is left now on their drawing board, as I said, parliamentary seats in Akano would become a secured avenue to stir this controversy. Now, so we hear and no chance Sisiano, Osami, and Saoma Drejiri, the tension in Saoma Drejiri, and notwithstanding only in Saoma Drejiri to be that of isolated cases. No, there are about several constituencies within. Because say NDC for Ariata, so I think Tema West, ho baby, Ebi Bright, and they can say Ebi Bright, no more so they are towards hey, Mupo 7 December, Wamusomi Parliamentary. And there are several of these constituencies that make us say tension is brewing there. Now they will intend to use some constituencies way as the precursor to what? Trigger or press the state of emergency. By way of say, send the panel muku sa constituency one. So we attempt to obey some there is the standby, what I call or what I've already described, the war beds. The war beds means what? Their military attachment, their military deployments. Mind you, this is not the time we'll be back as well. Debbie, we don't need the military men at the polling station. No. And you're different from Zed. We don't need military men in town. No. Right now, it's no longer a polling station. Now, it's the nation and the free for all. So, the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces will tell you to know there is some confusion in town, and this confusion way does not warrant or to let you know that it is beyond the threshold of the Ghana police. Therefore, the military should go and what? Calm the situation down. Once the military, ever chrome, no one can make tension down. It will lead to what you call a sporadic shots. I can only do this with Ghanaians. Send your beya. You will not find yourself or you will not be caught in the crossfire. Or you may not be caught in the melee. Something is in the making. Ghanaians, don't take it as a joke. Now, Ebra, then they deploy the military into it. 10 or whatever, 10 to 8 or what, depending how many. You do move form. 1, 2, 3, and 1. Enough for the president to press the state of emergency button. Case closed. And when the state of emergency button is pressed out, what it means is that automatically President Adedanko Akufo-Addo would continue or will remain the president sitting on the seat until whatever. And this is Africa. Trust me. Our intelligence team within and outside the domain are watching the situation carefully and closely with the sharp lenses. Nana-Addo, we are also watching the situation very close with our sharp lenses and everything that entails. At this juncture, We call on His Eminence Ibn Chambers. Yes. Honorable Ibn Chambers, His Eminence. We are also calling on ECOWAS, Economic Committee of West Africa. We are calling on them. We are also calling on ECOMOC. And then last, calling on United Nations and all the international stakeholders in Ghana's just ended election 2024, right? To be on the alert to figure out this impending explosion so that Obia Mekase Kwekwana, you are lying. No. I've called on all these eminent institutions, including His Eminence Ibn Chambers, all of them. May say, wake up, be on the alert. Begin to pick the intelligence on the ground. What is in the making? This impending explosion. Ghana for Mama Fenye Agro. We don't want history to be in the making. No. Yempe history be in the making. Why would I say this? And I reference Laurent Gbagbo. Laurent Gbagbo, who became president of Ivory Coast in 2000. During his presidency, he grappled with civil war and an extended period of what? Disunity after dispute that he lost on election in November 2010. He refused to step down, which led to a political crisis that threatened to reignite civil war in the midst of accelerating conflict. Yeah, Laurent Gbagbo, ABC, Asema Mike, Enya Abosebikao, ABC, our just neighbor here, Ivory Coast, ABC, honor. Laurent Gbagbo, ABC, Ivory Coast. Election 2000, he won, or he did not, or see we didn't win. And what he did basically was that he plunged the nation called Ivory Coast into war, a civil war. The second person I can reference, President Yaya Jammeh of Gambia, when he attempted not to hand over power to the president-elect. And you see in DC on other hand. And tonight, Yaya Jammeh and see next. And the list goes on and on and on. Tonight, we are calling on the eminent persons and bodies to sit with the President Adodankwa Akufo-Addo to consider this as a national exercise and what? An obligatory. And also a force enshrined in the 1992 Constitution. And may I say, Mr. President Adodankwa Akufo-Addo, this is what? A non-compromise situation. He is obligated to do it, and there is nothing he can do. Yes, Mr. President. On the 7th December, President Adodankwa Akufo-Addo, he cannot do anything except to hand over power to the president-elect, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Period. And may I say to the MPP, and also say this to some top officers in the Ghana Armed Forces. Yes, any officers in the military, in the Ghana Armed Forces, and also in the state intelligentsia, please, allow this nation to move this direction way. And kudru baby I say kudru. Na onyankopon fa ni nhira Ghana. Ye pa chow. Mr. President Akufo-Addo, ye pa chow. Whether Bawumia conceded early or did not, the point is, puto hwegum dan kwansiri mu ana na ebeko. Ye wie. Any further machinations or any schemes or any conspiracy ploy to disturb the political stability of this nation, please, the volcanic eruption will be more than you can bear. Nana-Addo say, "Mama, may try Nobody try for us to raise the flag down. No. Let the flag of Ghana hoist across the global world and at the global stage. Because election will be a hunipa. And ya feeling ya to a benevieno. And a mobile skirmishes beneath Samuel. In the scheme of things, Ghanaians have spoken, and that is the word of Ghanaians. We cannot compromise this. Mr. President Akufo-Addo, please. Any form, any attempt to press the state of emergency button will be very fatal. I can assure any of you. Ghana's international partners, Bibri, are picking this intelligence. I'm telling you. I don't want to mention it, but I say, Ghana's international partners, foreign, have picked this intelligence. Let peace reign, and let peace reign in Ghana. Ghana was the first country in the south of the Saharan African continent to have gained her independence. And after our independence, spirits of gloom, despondency, and moral decadence have become a commonplace. But even though of the above, still Ghana continued to reign on the global platform as a beacon of what? Democracy. As what? Gateway to Africa. So therefore, may I say respectfully, Mr. President, let's maintain this status quo. Where we everything, corruption, massive corruption at the apex of government. Enough. The Akane says, Kanka and Monfemra. Mudebi, we are to Turim, Quay Misri, Mipom. But the likes of the Gabias Rochedako, Kenufuriata, whoever Mushin Biara, you must account for your still worship. Folks, we need a reporter, Medebeto, I'm a president in the country. We are, and I make a chance of folks, and you ma ye piano, and yama anojo sao. Please, they be a master make a chance of help. Kweku ameti akiti ameo, but down for help. And you ma sometimes kweku mi huno. They be also make a chance. I wish I don't know all of this, because why? Too much. The things we know, sometimes we see, we hear, we get too much. Why? What are you doing? Sometimes to be able to sit to process all of the above. It's a much work to do. Folks, at the end of the day, I can only appeal to the consciousness of this nation, our clergy, civil society groups, and all and sundry to wake up and begin to speak to the president. That anytime soon, Mr. President, you would walk down the aisle. It will be well as noted, said, you've come to rule 8 years. Walk down the aisle. Right now, as we speak, President Akufo-Addo is in his lame duck period. Yeah, stage. Yeah. Minimisia make us say President Akufo-Addo or baby of France. Kwajiwa home wo ho. Bidi di ni wanom. Aka ne nasen. Maybe be na sem ko. Nemom say obi ever be press the state of emergency button. No. It will be resistant with the fears. With the blood. Moja na nipa de begu ho a resist saade no. Nti be the mosi on this attempt of say hand over mapa on the 7th January. Ye na ye ba Independence Square ho aba be hwe His Excellency John Dramani Mahama to be sworn in as the next president of this republic. Asem fanasem ko asundwimu ne ye na ye ntra ha se ba tan ba ko ene ne mma ye bedidi ne yanom asem asa bibia ni ho ana se the chairman kan a while ago ye na be trust ne ye didi de wo mu an bibia ni ho mu ba ye sikai munya bia nya bi edi bi atoto dan cars bibia di ma ahodo ma no so ye se muntimi ni wo me te ye ese ma no ko muntimi ni wo enem ne ade eye it's okay. Munya man into na John Mahama. The 24-hour economy meto so. Na fi so operation why recover the loot and me ahon keka comply with them. Na some fanasem ko. Folks, honey the BC. Afi yemra but obi beka se no kwaku Are you for real? Me person me yin me bi chama me both video bi dia chama. First video and second video. To tell you that President Akufo-Addo nya all hand you over. But tonight there's something already in the conspiracy. Ebie dida e ma manfo so aden apeke intelligence and nkomo bi e koso. First, I want you to listen to this audio recording. Dear Ben and Nipa na person worker. Take a listen to this one.
Boise, Coronepa, good evening, sir. What's up, culture? Yo, information I mean, a free MPP on my platform, and I say, on the last message, no message, we say, General, friend say, Opoku, ni General Afo. Some police officers be they are planning for coup. Sa some na makano no kre papa na police for no mo ka wono aya mensen komodi na they want say it is not over. Me end this from 18 years there said once our transition team na eguso eyo no all is well, all is not well. The my agenda my last agenda my finance it was easy yes stubborn easy can say some constituency be on gene to now opeso recollection Akufo-Addo no my planning my catch and say that's the only option on war on to so 2 year more na come about 20 years they want to say easy egusu say on penny obey recollection na NDC so on penny nti the babane say easy by force abakwa recollection no NDC de more boko so on penny na menya aba ehho no Akufo-Addo ba fa so e declare state of emergency. I'm telling you Akufo-Addo is not ready to hand over power to Mahama. NDC mumenya ni ndaho asemu ya maka no we from source MPP for platform so MPP for platform so na mini pa no say asam na mo discuss o ni onokwa ni yemi hyehye no nti say me so mo mpefunu aso nti say omo last option o my say generals not standing by, any police officers in be standing by. Say the only option on motuma ya motum that from mekuna ban say easy and press circulation obeye now NDC susum person obejatum NDC easy for no court easy for no some person mboko court cause we so mboko court a ombedincho in some of the force at the recollection no omo ye recollection na omo de abane bi ekogum nti de omunim se abane de ekogum no sa imagine NDC ni edwini NDC for the wini e various constituency no omo de ma eyin abayin materials bi ekogum ma aboso nti so omo ye recollection na MPP definitely MPP ebo wini nti MPP wini sa na constituency no mo kan na there's no way NDC benya to third in parliament no nti de omo pese omo ye bia no entumo maso nti bosha Akufo-Addo da she Jemin Samon say so boano no chise mutumi recollection na ni bachi otumi onye ma ne keke na omonhwe de besi the NDC for no beye say NDC for na ampene na menya bepe obe declare state of emergency obekese wontum Hanover and then hono minim de besi next Akufo-Addo penesa minim de besi next intimate asem we amaka no eye serious asem we amaka no eye serious me pacho me finance asunti sisia na NDC we should be on guard NDC we should be on guard baby our constituency na NDC is akaso be recollection na NDC mama boys no my ye mo boys no every half for no monitor collection center ho hu ani move bial pe na sa mama mpene na omo say force no eye higher Akufo-Addo they are budging otherwise but mpempere make say decision on my fan no say is wa catch wa promise Jemin says on one na onye recollection so to me yepe MPP for more winning na so to me anye na nisi fu eye be me so mo pepe baba fa so no dey declare a state of emergency ehwo no na general poku na general afọ no police for na mekan no ehwo no no mdom bejim. There behind the scene, sir. Behind the scene, nim there ebaba. Monka President Mahama. Nechin on sorry, I say wararasi, all is not well. All is not well. Akufo-Addo don't want to hand over because they are many sino so all team na committee no what no. I'm wired this time. You saw done that. Nti sa asema wona some way funny serious. Let man pay for now something. But that's it.
Wọ́n sẹ́ obi kasa o, obi ekohu bibi, o ẹ̀hún asẹ́m ato hɔ sẹ́ tie. Na wọ́n deɛ fanatrada obi kan na sọ sẹ́ fanala, you know, yẹ kan na sẹ́ mu otwe so soroku, right? Otwe soroku. Ebi susu yẹ no sẹ́ deɛ Ghana for wɔn. But wọ́n ni ma deɛ. I want you to listen to President Adodankwa Akufo-Addo. A statement of the president himself, not me, not you, the president himself. Statement by the president, you know. Okana Nanibi. No, sit there. Take a listen to him.
It's an act. The now soon to be former president made an announcement with vim and vigor that he would never hand over. Please, may bow you not to remind us of anything. I'm building a case. Look at what he said. So I just want you to remember, he did say that. Okay, and I think unfortunately, because he's a president and he's on top, because he made those statements, it strengthens the hand of others. And the NPP to also get up and make the same thing with the same vigor. After all, your leader, so they also added their voice to it. Listen to some of them.
So far as I live, me didn't break it biao. To me, you know, me say, we have a president who now says, I would hand over to the next MPP presidential candidate as president of the Republic of Ghana.
Asem kan wote President Adodankwa Akufo-Addo si die hand over ma obia obeji 2 minutes free. Did you hear that? Me na meka asem no. Na wo de ka montra ona monyi nsem bia no. Ghana for yeah, mameka asem njremo. Africa na ye wo no. Me say Africa. At least mama 2 die 2 nipa mienu presidents are we stage the same thing. President mienu Laurent Gbagbo, Ivory Coast, Yaya Jammeh of Gambia. Hey, now what they saying? They don't care. They don't care. President Akufo-Addo Osidien, what is Santiago? Take a listen to him. The president loud and clear. Into the town. You can't. The amendment to me catch on say from now to see a day called holidays so that you may not be caught in any crossfire, in any sporadic whatever, or in a melee. I don't know how that is going to happen. But President Akufo-Addo, the first state of emergency Batman, the military now would have to obey the orders. Yes. If President Adodankwa Akufo-Addo press the state of emergency Batman, and so yes. And the issue, and I said the topic of President Adodankwa Akufo-Addo, Addo's attempt to hold on to power now, they are two areas. The institutions say, "Yama said, Mumra na mumeyejuma." I'm done on that one. We are done. and we are watching the space very close. Folks, afi ye moving the National Security HQ headquarters assembly in Isuo, and here we have the report. One page, we can it video natural. I'll say number 1. Asumeni and cohorts stealing monies and moving sensitive documents from Blue Gates, Utie. I'll say Asumeni and cohorts stealing monies and moving sensitive documents from Blue Gates. The sensitive documents are to be assessed by who? Gabi Ochre Daku and destroyed by sale. This is what the report is saying. Report today can number 1 or say, Aya papa ya oda we oye kwasmeni. Ni dwuma wonu mu di sabri ni se. Afi wonu mu sika every national security headquarters any document sensitive document womu di ni na no ekwa koma hwan Gabi Asare Ochredako. Unim Gabi, Munfa Gabi mra. Ye womu documents ni nyina ekoma no. Se be ya sa sensitive documents ni na no wonu be destroy na. I don't know why. Number 2. Or see, so far over 5 million Ghana cedis belonging to operatives have been moved in a week whilst no operations are being conducted. Report to us himself. Or say Sika saying 5 million Ghana cedis. One more time Sika every national security headquarters one they call. One they say can so abra operation bia so enko so a ebe warranty say says come the koyesi says Sika so according to the report no or this scanner is for when the operatives national security operatives by your term scanner they call. Number 3. Or say this comes at the backdrop of abduction of Kan Dapa by operatives at Jubilee House who demanded their exit allowance. Naturally said, operatives in him say, Sikebi woho, I say this says can ye demom, warm allowance is not safe for. But Ora Kandapa and Shema says, K, ya farm momu be sis atame. Nina Kauna Kandapa, ye chin or Jubilee House, womo kidnapping straight up. And no report, but I bet to our did that. Number 4, or say the above individuals have contravened the new National Security Airline and Security and Intelligence Act, which clearly states one must resign before taking an appointment elsewhere. All individuals have not resigned from national security and continue drawing fat salaries and allowance. I feel the year another chapter. Any idea? Ekonya yasesa 150 nipa mako saying 150 no can won the dream is saying 150 ohani adruonum yasesa say ni pay na de omakogu Bank of Ghana omugu ho from national security to yama man resign they did not resign and they do makosho. Yeah, folks, as we report they say enokra one man contravening national security the airline and then also the Security and Intelligence Act they've woma ato samra no nanu na make say abenya wube NDC aban mumfo mani nchire Bank of Ghana serious fish all of them out. Number 5, or say noteworthy Victoria Sam and Emmanuel Dazi are subject of ongoing procurement breaches. Another paragraph. They are said to have imported vehicles and weapons at inflated prices on behalf of the ministry. An undertaking were not authorized to execute. Afi yedi nipa mienu bi sudiaba. Eya maami e friend Victoria Sam. Victoria Sam ono national security hono. Ono no ye director Emma oye analyst. Ono sa Emmanuel Dazi eka bomu eko importo arms so ammunitions edeba omeimu a sa ammunition no ehun potation entwa yi na nsene mfata ss abri investigate om ne ye den ye do mo famra kwan so no mpenifo bi na ehwem ntia nti o ma fom ho adi. Number 6, or say Victoria and Emmanuel Dazi sheepishly used the proceeds of their ill-gotten wealth on Arab-style mansions around Spintex, a serious clout on the Akufo-Addo-led government. Next, as I say, Mami Victoria Sami on new Abranti friend, Emmanuel Dazi, Sikana Wonumian, would have done this kind of way. And I've gone to see it. For some reasons, I don't want to show you their pictures and their mansions. When we say, I will do that today. Tell you, what guys are grow. Me say, Mami Victoria Sam, and Emmanuel Dazi. Tonight, I'm not going to show their pictures. Wait, me kwaba, me ya dear. Number 7, or say, if national security officials who have spent less than 4 years at Blue Gate are able to build Arab-styled homes, then a thorough audit must be conducted at the Blue Gate to recover lost state assets. Or say you pay me enu, say what she say, one more national security in less than 4 years. No one will see a day kesia to say Arab for mansiona. Hey, that's just a DB course for national security. SSC, you nature or near investigating. Seriously. National security operatives, and then one way see there, it is a villa, it is an Arab mansion. Now, me see folks, and then me de sa pictures in the betel, and then we build an betel for a reason. Now, last one, or say the NDC government and its oral team are admonished to review this contravention whilst recalling the individuals back to Blue Gate for investigations. Long live Ghana, long live the People's Revolution. The last, a fee or call it on said the oral team no enshema investigation be enkoso right now. Na enipa no ye do omo free Blue Gate or national security do omo call Bank of Ghana. They should bring them back. Folks, afi mi beyi video bi achiro. Ekwanya one more packet documents any sika sheka im no mo de ade akọ. According to the report, documents in it almost omo de kwa himfa they come Gabi Asrochidako. Dana Semnetier. Mr. Gabi Asrochidako, your name has been mentioned in this report. We may crave your indulgence if you want to respond. Please come out and respond. The best video in national security. How we secure this? We have a lot of spies within the security and intelligentsia. And we have CFA crime bisu and sana etimiade in your video. There are lots of videos, but tonight, me be mamu we pe monhwe na me mekasem. Na me yi peni bi so picture me fankyere mo. Sa peni ya friend wa we dwane. You are sending the message with Johnny. But there is something Sao Opini way is involved. But first, take a listen, watch this video and watch quietly. Watch this. I see it to be secured. Now I see trap a free her. Car see one. This is National Security Headquarters. Blue Gate. No one more a parking your man. And you see one. Yeah. I'll be saying him for no more call. A him for and one more day air call. Folks. Assembly now. Internet that honor. Good. Now, Openia Nidi epie sa operations of evacuating documents and money no. Sa opini no. Na oye bank oye national security operative o. Our Bank of Ghana any edina aba national security so meyedwa ono da ho no. Mr. Seth Danso, yes. Seth Danso was Bank of Ghana top official any edina aba national security as one of their what accountant. Yes. Ono da no Mr. Seth Danso. Mr. Seth Danso accused of being behind the evacuation of monies from the national security headquarters. And him from this can go. Pape, every effort Biara to bring him forward, Nombe Yin Sembiano, deliberately refused to come forward. They are sending the messages upon messages. He doesn't want to speak. He doesn't want to come forward. But they be some make a chance say, "Hey, moya sunfo papa we or some Ghana, whether you like it or not, we a national security officer. Sikanwa, mo evacuate free national security headquarters and you sika. It belongs to the people of this country. The question is, where have they sent the money? And if from this can kwashe. Into who friend wa omuya message be a diamond so omra forward. No, he has decided to hide. Honor down, Mr. Seth Danso. Seth Danso was Bank of Ghana, one of their top officials, our Bank of Ghana, and he didn't bar national security under why the late Mr. Chairman, who was then the national security coordinator, now deceased, and he didn't buy on secondment. Seth Danso Nini, or national security, he's the one being accused of this evacuation of these huge sums of money.
The Makaba Edeba ENJ Home Deco Asie aha yeton inkonya papa ewa hase inkonya leda no udisi wude mu forever and ever just a one kasa wo pese wo sesa inkonya no na leda no de wa wo bana wa wo besom wa wo hu atim se mi fili leda nan kasa enya de a epa enya de etete enya de a esei ani na de yedi enua aye me so no endwa ni mu duye ye papa ehon pa ehon sei egu demu a egu ho a chese obi eba besrawa fe eti wani mu ye pa ni nyina so ebo eda from ye pa nkonya ne de emu efe ye se de wuhu e wo screen ni so no ye wo single once wa ha se ya se wo bedroom na pese ya audit na ni ahomache wo tena se na wa dwendwen wo life ho a eno so ebusu bebre e wa ha se 2 in 1 e wa ha family size de enso e wo aha se na ENJ Home Deco enye inkonya kwa ena yeton ye wo center tables nyina so ebi wa ha ye wo side tables enso wa ha ene wo kwa wo demu a esisi nchen wo di wo phone bi beto so charge a no so kama center table no so no flowers ni siso a ana se wo teddy bear ne da so a fa akono ye pa yeton eye emema shirt designer shirt nkwan so ena yeton wa ha se yeton shirt papa wo betimi edi etukwan shirt a wo betimi edi akọ wedding program bia shirt a wo betimi edi akọ eyi ase shirt a ehyewo a obi hu ose papa yi ana abrante de nani atiye pa because nipa de wipia bonti a eya wo dressing ne edi hu nipa usu ne wo ban a wo ye eti dressing de ehu hia ye pa eti no fo ani kire ENJ Home Deco ha say na ba beje shirt papa pa efa ehyewo a wan kasa wo be feel gbenze within you no na ENJ enye shirt nkwan so ne sanso eton wa ha say ye wo eye wall posters enso e wa ha ebo bedroom ebo ho a fe obi besra wa kono yi a chese eti wanim pa enya go ena midi se de hu screen so se eye fe ani ne bon so ewo from yesan so akwa eye wall clock so e di aba ebo wo ne ho a ene enu ane se time ne so ikura na opese ne time bia wo hwe wo clock no because f design no eye one in town wa wunya bi wo ba bia age se ENJ Home Deco ha sei yakwa eye bathroom eye me was so di aba eno so no f ye size bia bi wa ha type bia bi wa ha wo ba ENJ Home Deco ha wonsa ebekam tomato paste aduane no aso hu hia wo tonya mari na siesie wo ho ne wo da mu wi a akase ubedidi eno so me adwen ho yie pa enti akwa tomato paste original one a ne bro eda from enso edi aba ubetini aba betobi yesan so ye cooking oil ye fe sunflower no yakofa beans so edi aba wonim say sunflower cooking oil there ye quality ye original wo di ye aduane na say we ye mistake bi mpo na bi nchini gu mu kwa na bro so a oil no ebe solve mistake ni nyina ade ama wanka say bia na do ye no na egusu ejizane na so ye pa eti no for wani chrem ye enje home deco aha no ye wholesale and then retail wo pese utu tonwa ye available wo pese otone mako so ye available wankasa wa chichi ni benchenya so na wutimi mba wo frɛ number na etwagu screen na mama comfort e de nyema no be brew e wankasa wo fia wo da ho no wanwa no bete pepe enj e na yaba no ya na yaba no enj home decor na ye di advertisements avadana
so wo say ye say sem fefefe ye efi Royal Gallery e wo opekuma and into jema me number no ni ndin kita wo die 0537 314546 0537 314546 na man na me de atudwa ama no from ma me no ni ndin kita wo die so opese ye sese wo ba no mfanya na yo flo ana say ye sese wo ba no mfanya bibibia e fa na nanom ne ehema asem ho ende me kan fo Royal Gallery e de ama say from no ni omu ndin kita wo die ombe sese wo ba no so de ye bibi e wo school ana say mpo wo to e de amuna wo nua e wa amunane ana say wankasa wo to na wa ton bibibia la wo biala delivery baby bia wo won sebeka se wo Ghana ha se wo amunane baby bia wo bia wo fra maami a woni nbedi nkita wo de na wo so be siesie na wo ba no na wo aye feye papa.
The foundation of every kid's education is important to every parent. That is why Leap International School is here to give your kids a solid foundation. The school that cares about its environment and seeks to transform it is one that cares about the education and well-being of its kids. The school has a playing ground, a bus to convey the kids in and out of school, as well as a well-furnished facilities and resources to groom the kids to future leaders. Not forgetting the well-learned teachers that are patient with the kids to ensure understanding is easy. They are located at Amanfrom off the Pokwasi Amasaman Road. For more information, call 0246 928 031 or 0246 098 067. Be part of a school that leads, learns, evolves, acts, and develops through sound education. Lead International School, the next leaders.
School na batan biara de ne baro ko hono ni yo. Oye Rainbow Montessori International School. Yeah. Rainbow Montessori International School. What you from Kratchi? Because the JHS. The Rainbow Montessori International School from ana. What been wrong? What's the what the Montessori curriculum in a syllabus? No what the trauma na de. Na teachers wo hona. When you know why degree holders what the abutana badoyan what the trauma from ana dio. Na Rainbow Montessori International School. Wakitaba funyo man what the trauma from ana de. It's your mama from ana not doing boy wrong. Wakita ultra modern science laboratory, computer laboratory, library and research center, art and sculpture laboratory, hygienic canteen, now for a clinic. Na moye nyika 1 point there. Rainbow Montessori International School. Oye boarding house. Inya into onfahu baby awo biara. Wawo from anu batuma ba school. Onfahu there watakwa. Takrade, Elibo, Cape Coast, Accra, Kumasi. One boarding house facilities now. Oye modern standard. Na wa hwefo papa. It's your house master and house mistress. What you want to a boarding house no? It's your new biara. Bambo another security no so ya sure. Enti fuobo from Banebra. Na ebe Rainbow Montessori International School. E watakwa in Soyem opposite police station. It is said Uba Rainbow Montessori International School. Tuwa junim nada. Wasan wabat shana de papa. Emana zamsina. Wacharo 111. Enti kwa juwa admission forms. Ewa hantama Urabank. Watakwa in Soyem branch. Frayene 0277 100 823. Rainbow Montessori International School. Imo from a wonder china one fapim. Oshasiwa ha. Inti hana batan biara. Ordinary from a river.